Big Friendly, Gen X Memories. Good to be back. Nice to see y'all again. Have you ever played this game, Gravitar, for the Atari 2600? I had never played it before. I never knew anybody who had it. It kind of came out, I would say, when the crash was really getting started, and it was a mail order only game to begin with, and then it was released later on. I would say kind of after the Atari's life was it was dying down. The Nintendo had come out and was taking the world by storm. But anyway, if you like shoot 'em up type games, fast action, you probably wouldn't like this game. But if you have patience, it is brutally hard. But if you have patience, it can be a real challenge and a lot of fun. And also, if you are wanting to buy a physical copy, you have two options, and we'll go over both of those. But let's check out the game, and then we'll go from there. Gravitar was an arcade game first, released in 1982, and I'll be honest with you, I don't really have any memory of this. I don't know if I ever saw it. If I did, I don't remember it. Let me know if y'all played it any. Now, if the arcade game was as hard as the version for the 2600, I could imagine this thing being kind of like Defender frustrating. Remember y'all playing arcade Defender in the arcade, and just how you wanted to smash it sometimes just because it was so hard. I don't know why, but I could picture this game being the same way. But it does look cool, the vector graphics and all, like a lot of Atari games back in those days in the early 80s. The Atari 2600 version came out 1 year later in 1983 in the silver Atari box, and then way late in 1988 in the red box. That's weird. I mean, that is really, really late. Maybe it was still selling a lot overseas. By the time 1988 came around in the United States, at least in my opinion, the Atari 2600 was an afterthought. Nobody was really playing with one then. People were playing with a Nintendo. That's what we were playing with in 1988. Okay, I put this together for those of you who may not have played this before, because you're only on this first screen for a few seconds. So just so you'll know what the heck you're looking at, you can see the planets. I've labeled them. The star in the middle, it has the gravity. It pulls you toward it. Think of like Space War was years ago. Kind of like that. The alien core, you can fly into that, and that's a separate thing altogether. I'll show you that later. And the circle, that's where your ship will actually start at. When I did this snapshot, it had drifted over. You can see ship over there on the right. But just wanted to show y'all this so you can you know what you're looking at, because they don't really look like planets. I don't know what they were doing. I know the graphics are low budget for this game, but it seems like they could have done a little better. But just wanted to show you that. Okay, there are 5 game variations for Gravitar, but I'm going to be playing on the first one, number 1, which only gives you 6 lives for the game. Okay, you go into the planet, you see the bunkers. Those are the things shooting from the surface. There's not a difference between the red and the green ones, except the green ones will leave fuel behind that you can pick up to add to your fuel supply. Okay, you see that square? The fuel supply is underneath your score. Score 600 points. You can see every time I thrust, my fuel goes down. Right now it's at 89.18. See how it... And now I picked up that fuel, it gave me some more. Those ships coming across the screen are called rammers. They don't shoot at you, but they'll try to hit your ship. But they can't fly down below into the like they stay above the top of the landscape. See how it's kind of sitting there hovering? You can't leave the planet until you destroy all of the bunkers too. So see, I've cleared them all off. Now I need to get the heck out of here. And that takes care of the first one. Boom, it blows up. You move on to the next one. And see, each one of them's different. They're the same for each game. So, I mean, the next time, if you play this level again, they'll be the same each time. But when you go to a new solar system, they're different, and they're a lot harder. It's all about finesse. See how close I came to crashing right there? Now this right here is a total pain in the butt. That green one down in that little canyon, I got shot. It is a pain in the fanny to shoot because you have to be just perfect. See? I don't think the bunkers necessarily shoot at you. I think they have patterns that they just go over and over again, you know. Okay. I'm not going in. There's no way I'm going after that fuel. Too hard to get in and out of there. Okay, this one's kind of weird. Since it's round, well, I wouldn't say round. Since you can fly all the way around it, the gravity changes. So as you get over to the side, it starts pulling. You know, the direction you're being pulled from changes as you go around. So it took a little bit of getting used to. I wanted to get that fuel, but I screwed up and got too close to the top of the screen. You know, I was wondering if this game, how it would have been to play close, cutting it close, if they would have done it with paddles. You know, turn the paddle to rotate your ship and hit the button for your thrust. Of course, you have to. I don't guess that would work because you have to pull the joystick down to activate your beam to pick up the fuel on the surface of the planet. Because I'm in a new solar system now. Now watch how much harder this gets. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, just trying to get to that opening is brutal. If this game was this hard in the arcade, there's no way I would have been willing to pony up the tokens for this thing. That rammer is a lot scarier because it's real close. The landscape is at the top of the screen, so. So even if you get through this opening, then you have to go down there and deal with all these guys. And look at the one in the middle right there. I mean, dang. Let me know in the comments if any of y'all ever got past the second solar system on this game. On level 1, where you only have 6 ships. Because I have not been able to. I mean, I don't know if I've beaten one planet on the second board. And then the rammer had mercy on me and came in from the other side. Luckily, the rammers don't shoot at you. Hey. Almost blew it. Did blow it. I think this is my last man. I think my high score so far on this game is like 15,000 and something. And that's it. Okay, now your other option besides going to a planet is to enter the alien core, and that's what this looks like. Now what you have to do here is fly to the very center where that little pink line is. That's the reactor. You have 60 seconds to get in and out. You can see the counter underneath your fuel. You have to shoot the reactor core and then fly out. Much easier said than done, trust me. Okay, you see it blinking? Let's get the hell out of here. Now the reward, if you succeed, is you get to skip the first solar system altogether and go to the next one. And I don't know why you'd want to do that. Here I am, I'm here. Now, I want you to look at this. Look at the gravity. It pulls you from every direction. I mean, this is just brutal. It loosens up once you get in there, but it's just, I mean, look at that. Just, Lord. It's safe to say, I won't make y'all watch this. I died. Every one of my ships. I think I might have killed one at the first bunker. That's it. Okay, fortunately they did add some game variations to make things a little less difficult. I was playing level 1, you only get 6 ships. Level 2 is the same, but you get 15. Level 3, you have 6 spaceships, but the enemies don't fire at you. Level 4 is like level 1, except you have 100 spaceships. And the level 5 is 25 spaceships, but there's no gravity of any kind, so that would be an interesting thing to try out. As you can see here, the scoring is pretty simple. The biggest thing to remember is that what you see at the top, whenever you clear a solar system out, you see what you get. You get 2 free ships, plus fuel bonus, plus point bonus. Right, over here at Atari Age, the original release for Gravitar in 1983 was in the gray silver box, and as you can see, it's an 8, so it's very, very rare and hard to find, very sought after, and it's expensive. The red box is only a 2, and they must have manufactured a bunch of these things because it's very cheap, even for a 2 in my opinion. Let's see, the silver one, you can see some prices here, $72. There's that in quad one for $349. Not many silver ones up here listed. Let's see if any sold. Yeah, okay, from Canada, $324 for an open one with the box. Manual and cart, $77. Another one from Canada for $327. $65 on an auction with 23 bids. $50. $35, one that's kind of beat up. So if you want one with the box, you're gonna pay out the nose for it. Now on the other one, the red one, it's very cheap. There's a complete version with the box for $20. Card only $13. Sealed, collector owned, $12. So there's another one for $16 just for poops and giggles. Let's see, $15. There's one right there that looks real nice. It's sealed for $10 on an auction. There's one encased in plastic. It's graded at an 8 for $40. So yeah, this is and it's a nice looking. I like the artwork on it. It looks good, but I think it's strange that in 1988 they put out this many they made so many of them. I mean, it's just strange that it would be so common and released so late.